Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the Superdome. On the return, Dwayne Washington. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. From the gun, Winston. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boomer bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Winston. It's brought in by Harris. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Winston. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. 7 yards to pick up there. Throwing again on second down. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 37 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The give is to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers point their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action on or
over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A give to Jones.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Dillon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Chris Barnes there on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Winston. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On the move to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Barnes in there to drop in for a loss on the play. Now Winston. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jameis now on 1st down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Tyler Lancaster. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Joe Mixon, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. To throw on 3rd down, Simmons. And this one is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Play fake. Winston. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Simmons. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Gets past one man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Kamara. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. That's taken in by Callaway. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And Traquan Smith, now in his 4th year from UCF, still expanding his repertoire and finding his way. Makes a nice catch there for a first down.
And it's caught. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd down and goal. Winston. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This is Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff to Dillon. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Kamara. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Now Crosby for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's complete. Kamara. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
Brandon, that's a huge completion. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. To throw, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Simmons. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for New Orleans, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the